Hello Milky friends, it is Milkstew here with you for another Idle Heroes video. This is a very special video for those of you who don't know about me and have come through Reddit and are interested in my value spreadsheet, in which I will be explaining the ins and out of how to actually use a spreadsheet. If you're a long-time viewer and subscriber, you know what my channel is about. You can ignore this video. Just click on the link to the spreadsheet in the description below and you'll see that I've cleaned up my spreadsheet and it's a lot easier to read. And I've moved away from talking about value on a dollars per gems basis to basically how much gems you get per dollar, which I think is more manageable for people. But effectively, clean up the spreadsheet, go away and enjoy the spreadsheet, muck around with the values, do whatever you need to do to get a sense of what's valuable for you in this game and therefore what you should be buying. For those of you who are new to my channel and new to the kind of content that I create, my name is Milkstool and I make YouTube videos about value, specifically what you should buy and shouldn't buy. I take a very unique approach to this game. I don't really talk about gameplay or heroes or anything like that because I think there are better people out there that they make much more informative videos. But in terms of spending, which fundamentally is a big part of this game, right? Because people that choose to be involved in this game for the long term, in the main, are going to spend some money. So my job, or what I'd like to help you out with, is trying to help you understand how best to spend your money. And to that end, I've basically gone into the game and for the past year or so, or maybe less, I've basically been doing analysis on things that you can spend your money on, be they the July growth plan or during the week, the whatever events on, whether or not you should buy any of these value packs, or if there are special things you can buy, like, well, I've already talked about the July growth plan, or if it's anything to do like with, say, the monthly packages, should you buy any of those? The weekly packages, should you buy any of those? Daily packs, you know, all that stuff. Senior privilege cards, diamond fund. Should I spend money on these things? So effectively what I've done to make everything as apples for apples as possible in terms of comparison is I've taken everything that you could spend your money on right now, and I've also kept track of everything you could buy historically, going all the way back to basically October last year, right? Everything that you could spend your money on, I've converted all the goodies that you get from the things that you could spend your money on into gems or the equivalent amount of gems. And then I've done another conversion to basically gems per dollar. So then you can get a sense of, on an apples for apples basis, what's valuable or what's value for money and what isn't valuable for money. So in this spreadsheet, there's a couple of sections to it that you'll see. There is the main section, which is historical value packs. So this spreadsheet contains all the things that you can buy in the game currently, as well as all the things you could have bought historically, just so you get a sense of, historically speaking, the special stuff you could buy, like, for example, the July growth plan. And I apologize to those people watching on mobile. I'm not going to blow this spreadsheet up. It's going to be incredibly hard to read on a mobile. When you get home, look at it on your PC. That's the best way to view this, well, to watch this video. But going back to what I was saying before, I've kept track of everything you could buy historically in terms of spend tied to events like the July growth pack, the puppet pack from last week, the midsummer package, the Dongzi package, the 4th anniversary card, things like that, just so then you can get a historical sense of, well, what is value when these special spend type moments, events, packages come up, right? And then there's also, like I said, all the normal stuff you can buy right now or every other week, right? Be they orbs, scrolls, campaign currency, and wishing coins, wishing card, blah, 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 etc., etc. So that's the first thing to note. That's what this historical value pack spreadsheet contains. Then other spreadsheets there's one about notes. So the key thing to know about this spreadsheet, because I know there's going to be a lot of haters, right? I am not going to debate with you what fair value for certain items is, right? We will never agree what the true value of a 5-star food tier hero is. I've said it's 400, and that's based on, if you read my notes, how much you can get it for in Event Raid, where one smash is 50 gems and each smash is guaranteed a 4-star shard. you need 8 times 4-star heroes to get 1 5-star hero to fuse together, and a bunch of 3-star like junk, which I value at nothing. But effectively 50 times 8 is obviously 400 gems, right? That's how I value a 5-star food tier hero. It's going to be different for everyone. I don't want to debate with you what it is. I've had these debates before in the past when people have watched my videos. It goes nowhere, right? So whatever you think the value is on this historical value packs spreadsheet in these yellow cells, that's what I think the value of the item below is in terms of gems, right? So for normal 5-star food, I said it's 400. You think it's 600, you think it's 1,000, you can type in whatever value you want and the spreadsheet automatically updates all the values, right? It actually doesn't matter. You just have to use a consistent value. That's the main thing to know about the spreadsheet. The other thing to note is that gold, when you use the spreadsheet, you actually have to calculate how much it costs you to buy gold, right? So this is tied to your VIP level. You can buy gold at the hand of Midas, right? And how much gold you get for the amount of gem expenditure is different for everyone. So everyone can buy gold for 20 gems and 50 gems, but the amount of gold you get is different for everyone. It's tied to your VIP level. I'm VIP 11. For 20 gems, I can buy 1.98 million gold. If you're less than that, less VIP level than that, you're not going to be able to do that. So when you work out the math, that's basically saying I get, for each gem I spend, I get 99,000 gold. And that calculation is important because there are things here that, packs here that give you gold as the thing you're buying, right? That's why we had to do that conversion, and that conversion is going to be different for everyone. So first thing you're doing into the spreadsheet is basically calculate how much it costs you to buy gold in the hand of Midas and plug it into cell Q4, right? So that's the other note. What else do I need to talk about in terms of notes? So I've talked about the fact that for me, a 5-star hero food tier is 400 gems. Okay, the other important thing to note is the fact that when I value the $100 orbs packages or these packages, I value it on the basis of what you get directly. And what I mean by that is when I convert, for example, this $100 pack, these 5,000 gems and these 33 orbs into the equivalent gems, right? These orbs, that's what I'm calculating, right? When I convert this pack directly into gems. Right, so 5,000 gems plus 33 orbs times 450 gems per orb. That's it. That's what you get for $100. I do not calculate the secondary benefit associated with using these orbs, right? So if you use these 33 orbs, let's say, I don't know, you used it all the way up to 30, you would argue that, well, technically those 30 orbs also come with this amount of extra free stuff because you're going to use it only during this event. That's not necessarily true, right? So those are second order benefits. I've had this argument with a guy before on my channel. He makes a valid point, but you know what? I don't know how you're going to spend those orbs. I don't know if you're going to spend the orbs that you buy as the first 30 or in the second 30 set of sort of summonings as you do, because you would argue the first 30, the stuff that you get here is different to the second set of 30 orbs that you spend. And it's different again to, let's say, if you use those 30 orbs that you buy, if it's what you're buying is gets you to 80 points, right? There is no right answer. It's impossible to value second and third order benefits. That's why everything you see here, it's directly what you get from spending the money. So if you spend $100, directly what you get from spending that $100, that's what I valued, not what you get from using the orbs because you spent $100 and you got 33 orbs, or because you spend $100 on 125 scrolls and you use those 125 scrolls to get something else, right? The something else is a second order benefit and potentially a third order benefit. Didn't calculate that. I don't care to debate that with you. You know who you are. If you want to calculate it, you have the spreadsheet. With first order benefits, you can add second and third order benefits. Okay? I'm not having that debate with you. You know who you are, right? Then in terms of the skins, so there's obviously 3 kinds of skins in this game if you aren't already familiar, right? So there's the normal yellow skins, and these are the common skins. Then there are the limited skins for which you need to fuse 5 of these common yellow ones, and you get a purple one basically like this. But then there's a next tier of limited skins, what they call festival limited skins. So skins that you actually can't, if you fuse like these common ones, you can't actually get it. And you also cannot get it with relics, right? You can only buy them during special events. So for example, if we go to this page, it shows us all the skins. For example, this carrier one that just went by, right? Legendary, no, not legendary. Forgive me. So this one here, right? 4th anniversary limited skin. This skin could only be purchased and obtained during the 4th anniversary event. You cannot get it from the skin fusions, and you cannot get it from the relic shop, right? Those skins are arguably worth more. But for all intents and purposes, I have valued all limited skins, be they from a special event that they're tied to, and so you could only get them then, or be they from the ones where you need to fuse together 5 common skins, or the ones that you can buy during a campaign currency week. I value them at exactly the same price, right? Because why? Because the festival skins for me aren't enduring, meaning that a year from now, that carry skin is going to be worthless because that arguably that hero is going to be out of the meta. Just like, for example, the Almond Raskin, right? So the Almond Raskin, where was it? So there was a specialty Almond Raskin that you could buy Halloween last year, right? Not legendary dead. I keep clicking that. Forgive me. I keep clicking on the legendary one. So this one, Halloween limited. So you could buy this at Halloween last year. This skin is now useless because Almond Ra is no longer really in the meta, right? So would you pay the same amount for this Almond Ra skin now as what you would in Halloween last year? The answer is no. That's why, for me, I value skins, limited skins, at the same price, because that little advantage that you get from the very exclusive, super exclusive skins diminishes over time, right? And of course, it makes it easier, right, for me to calculate. Then on the CI Merchant price list, I basically got, I've listed all the items you can buy from the merchant on Adventure Island, or not Adventure Island, on Celestial Island during an adventure, right? So you get a special merchant. I don't have one right now. See if I can get one. No. So that special merchant obviously gives you deals at a certain price. And basically, I've realized that the prices that you get from the merchant on adventures is probably the best that you can get anywhere in the game, right? So super wishing coins, you can get it from him at 200 a piece, 200 gems per super wishing coin, and you can get wishing coins from the merchant at 25 a piece. In a pack, obviously, Prophet Orbs are 450 a piece. Pink Dust is 0.12 gem per dust. Promotion Stone is 0.12 gem per promotion stone. Heroic Scrolls, which you can also get from Aspen Dungeon and Marketplace for the same price, but 125 gems per scroll, etc., etc., right? So that's why I've listed these prices here, because I use it on this historical value packs spreadsheet, where I needed basically, when I convert these items to the equivalent gem value, I needed to anchor to an agreed or known price in the game, right? So for example, orbs, we talked about, right? 450 gems per orb, and the source of that price is the merchant on Celestial Island. Same with scrolls, same with wishing coins, same with super wishing coins. I'm going to talk about how I get the value for a genuine elite 5-star hero like Carey or Russell. I'm going to talk about how you get how I get the price of a genuine elite 5-star hero that's non-light dark, so like Rogan or Ithaca or Delesium. And then I'm going to talk about how I get the value for an elite 5-star hero shard, non-light dark version. Event rate, I've already talked about how, I talked about how I get the value for a normal food 5-star hero, food tier 5-star hero, 400 gems, source event rate. Then I'm going to talk about how I value the campaign currency for a week, as well as the universal crystal shards. How I get the gem value for one feather. Again, that comes from campaign week. Pink dust, like I said, I get from the merchant on Celestial Island. Gold is tied to the Hand of Midas. And like I said, it changes for everyone. So it costs me 0.000, very small amount of gems to get 1 gold. Spirit is based off the marketplace price. So in the marketplace, you can't, believe it or not, you can't actually buy spirit for gems in this game. So I have to do this double conversion. Basically, in the marketplace, you can buy 20 million spirit for 30 million gold. And because we already know how much gold cost us in terms of gems, it was a simple sort of multiplicative equation to get from one to the other. And so I got a value for spirit, and that's obviously tied to how much it costs you to buy gold with the Hand of Midas. Then the limited skins. So this is equivalent to 5 normal skins or 1 purple bordered skin. I got that from the campaign week where I convert a whole bunch of values. Again, I'll go over that spreadsheet soon. Then the orange artifact and the orange exclusive artifact. You can buy these from the merchant. It's 3,000 gems for an orange artifact. An exclusive orange artifact is 5,000 gems, right? So merchant, it's going to give us a lot of values. But let's go over the other spreadsheets. So the other spreadsheets, in terms of how I calculate the value of an elite hero shard. So basically, if I go through this thing here, right? In terms of how I calculate the value of that. Basically, there's a whole stack of heroes that you can get here that are truly elite. So basically, the last 6 heroes, for example, that'd be Sherlock, Ithaca, Elvia, Delacium, Unimax, and Garuda. Everyone else I consider junk, even though like you have the same chance of getting those junky heroes as, say, some of the elite ones, right? And then the truly junk ones, it's higher odds to get them, right? So then, to calculate the fair value of elite 5-star hero shards, you got to do an expected value calc, right? So basically, the last 6 heroes, what's the gem value of that? And so 3375 I get from campaign currency conversion. So I'll go over the spreadsheet next. But let's say, like I said, last 6 heroes are really the only elite heroes that you could really consider elite. Everyone else is a fruity hero, which, like I said, I've already considered and calculated to be 400 gems per fruitier hero, right? If you think this value is different, change it. So cell L7. And so the expected value therefore, if you believe in that logic, right? Again, you can change the logic to be whatever you want it to be, and that'll change the expected value. But if you buy the logic that the last 6 heroes that they've introduced non-light dark, the last 6 non-light dark heroes that they've introduced that you can get from an elite hero shard are the genuine elite heroes, then you basically have an 8% chance of getting those heroes. So 8% times 3375 plus 92% times 400 gems is 637 gems implied value for one of these puppies, an elite 5-star hero shard, right? And so that's the value that you actually see on the spreadsheet here, and it's linked right through, right? So that's the other thing to note. So that's the elite 5-star hero shard. Now we're going to talk about campaign currency conversion. So here where it says campaign week, how the hell did you get those values, Milkstool? So there are a whole bunch of things that I couldn't value without using what you can get in a campaign week, right? So in terms of a pay to win artifact, an elite light dark hero like Carey or Russell or Drake, an elite non-light dark hero. How do you value that, right? The only way I could value it was from looking at how much it costs during the campaign week, right? Similarly for limited skins and the implied feather value, I had to get it from the value during campaign week. So then you're like, well, Milkstool, how did you get from the campaign currency to a gem value? Great question. So I basically use heroic scrolls as an anchor point, right? So during a campaign week, you can buy a heroic scrolls for 100 of the campaign currency that week, but in real life, that is worth 125 gems. So then, therefore, the conversion ratio is 1 campaign currency is equal to 1.25 gems. And on that basis, so you see up here, right? That's the assumption. On that basis, I've basically converted all the other items that you could get during the campaign week from the campaign currency value to the implied gem value on a basis of 1 to 1.25, right? And so that's how I get a value for an elite like dark hero like Carey, 3875 gems. If this is different for you, right, go here, change it to whatever you personally value it to be, right? I'm not going to debate with you. I'm not going to debate with you what the true value of an elite 5-star light dark hero is, right? Just change it to whatever you want. And similarly, so if you believe in this logic here on the 1. to 1.25 conversion, then if you associate or you attach feathers next to the things that you can buy, right? Whether it's an elite Carey or an elite Delacium, right? The 80 and the 60 feathers, then that gives an implied feather value of about 52 gems per feather. So that's how I get the value of a feather on the spreadsheet where it says 52. See? Feather, 52 from campaign week. It links right through. So that's how I got a whole stack of values on the historical value packs worksheet, right? If you don't believe any of these values, be my guest. Change it to whatever you want it to be, especially these ones where the source is campaign week, right? You might value an elite Russell, right? An elite 5-star light dark hero at 5,000 gems. If that's the case, no problem. Type in 5,000, you're good to go, right? Or you may value Rogan at 4,000 because, you know, why not? Go for it, right? Not here to have a debate. Do not comment down below what the true value is. I do not care. I've had this debate so many times, it's just not worth having anymore, right? I'm just teaching you the tools and the logic to basically use this spreadsheet, to utilize this spreadsheet. So then at the end of the day, right, what you're after is for all the things that you can buy with money, you're trying to work out what's the best value. So you're looking out for the thing that gives you the highest gems per dollar spent, right? So when you look through all the things that you can buy and you could have bought historically, what stands out? Well, obviously the diamond fund, it's just stupid value, right? You get 2,000 gems per dollar spent. So then what's after that? What's after that is basically those, well, one, the comeback booster pack. So if you haven't been playing for 30 days and you come back to the game, they give you basically 10 scrolls for $1. And that's just insane. I think they also give you gold. They also give you 10 million gold. And that costs $1, $1 US, right? And so when you convert all that to gems, that's worth 1,351 gems per dollar, right? That thing that you can buy. After that, in terms of value, the next best value things are the growth plans. So we had one right now or just passed for July. We also had one during Chinese New Year. And they're the same in terms of what you get in terms of value. So 1,000 gems per dollar spent. Then after that, in terms of value, everyone knows it's the VIP cards. So the VIP Senior Privilege card is 800 gems per dollar spent. And the VIP Mini card or the Privilege card is 560 gems per dollar spent in terms of what you get, right? And then everything else is somewhere in between. The monthly carnival card, if you're wondering, it's 800 or about 900 gems per dollar spent. So that's always a must buy as well. But if you're really looking to buy things, you basically, I've just done a dummy thing. I just averaged everything you could buy, right? To get a value of, out of everything that you could buy since I started tracking, on average, you're going to get about 355 gems per dollar spent, right? So if you're looking for things that are of really good value, you're basically looking for anything that's above this average, right? Conversely, if you're looking for things not to buy, it's anything that's below that number, right? So for example, the $1 and $2 daily packages that you can buy, right? Those are coming out at about 380, 370 gems per dollar spent. So these ones here. So I buy these two things every single day, right? Yes, it's like terrible value compared to the monthly card, but if you're trying to get scrolls and you can't wait around, like, just buy it, right? And it's also much better value, I might add, than say the $100 scrolls package or even any other scroll packages that you can buy. Because if you look at what you get from a gems per dollar perspective in terms of what you put into it, these are sub 300, most of these, except for the $100 one where you get the key, right? And the key, I'll do another video on how I value the key, but effectively the key is effectively a free light dark hero at a minimum, and the key gets you like it's 3/4 of 2 light dark, well, 3/4 of 2 heroes that you can pick from the last 6 heroic summons events, if that makes sense. Some of you get this, some of you won't get this. That's fine. I'll go over this when the next heroic summons event comes. But if you're wondering how I calculated the value on the spreadsheet, that's what it actually means. Anyway, that's really the ins and out of the spreadsheet. Like I said, I have cleaned the spreadsheet up substantially. It is primarily for people that care about value in this game. If you're a whale, you probably don't give a shit about the spreadsheet. But if you're a budget conscious spender on this game, I know that's kind of like an oxymoron, like budget and then spender. But if you spend on this game, you're trying to get the most value out of it, certainly have a play around the spreadsheet. Like I said, first thing you need to do is to change the hand of Midas cost. And then after that, anything that you disagree with in terms of the value of these items below on row 8, I know you're all going to like have different values for what you believe a 5-star food tier hero is worth. Just change those, right? When you change those, all the values on the spreadsheet automatically update, and it'll give you values that are more true to how you value things in this game. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I know it's a bit of a long one, but I did have to explain a lot. If you're a long-time subscriber, thank you for your support as always. If you're new, consider subscribing. This is the kind of video I do. I think about the game in a contrarian and very different way compared to the mainstream YouTube stars. Have a great week ahead, and thank you for watching.